Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about the hidden potential of everything around us. We're not just looking at what matter is, but what it has the incredible power to do. We're diving deep into the world of chemical properties.
Now, just so you know, this is part 10 of our 20-part series on electricity. And you might be thinking, chemical properties? What does that have to do with electricity? Well, it turns out pretty much everything. Understanding how a substance can change is exactly why a battery works, or why a circuit might corrode over time. It's fundamental.
Okay, so the easiest way to wrap your head around this whole idea is to think of it like this. On one side, you've got physical properties, that's all about what a substance is. And on the other side, you have chemical properties, which describe what a substance does, or, what it has the potential to do.
And that's the big question, right? Where do you draw the line between describing something as it sits right here, right now, and describing all the amazing ways it could transform? That's exactly what we're going to unpack.
So, before we jump into the new stuff, let's hit rewind for a second and make sure we're all on the same page about what we mean when we talk about what a substance is. So, if you remember from our last discussion, physical properties are the things you can see or measure without actually changing what the substance is made of. Things like its color, how dense it is, or its melting point. I mean, you can melt an ice cube into water, but it's still H2O. Nothing new was created. You're just describing its state. All right, now for the main event. Let's get into the really cool part, what a substance does. We're talking about its incredible potential for change. So here's the official scoop from the source material. A chemical property is all about how a substance reacts when it comes into contact with other things. It's a description of its power to undergo a complete and total change. Now this is the most important takeaway. To even see a chemical property, you have to cause a chemical change. And that means the original stuff is gone. It's been transformed into something totally new. And here's the kicker. You can't go back.
Okay, I know that might sound a little bit abstract, so let's make it super concrete. We're going to look at 4 really clear examples of these properties in action that you probably see all the time.
First up is a classic, one we're all familiar with, flammability. Basically, how easily can something burst into flames and burn?
It's a pretty critical property, right? We use gasoline in cars because it's highly flammable. But the key here isn't just the fire, it's what's left over. When wood burns, it turns into ash and smoke. You can't unburn it and get the wood back. That permanent transformation is exactly what makes flammability a chemical property.
All right, next up is a much slower but just as powerful kind of chemical change, and I guarantee you've seen this one before.
Just think about an old bike or a nail left out in the rain. That tendency for iron to react with oxygen creates a whole new substance, rust, iron oxide. That strong, shiny metal has been transformed into a flaky, reddish-brown powder with completely different properties. It's not really iron anymore.
Okay, let's switch gears from slow and steady rust to something with a little more energy. What happens when substances meet an acid?
You know that classic science fair volcano? Baking soda and vinegar? That instant, crazy fizzing that happens? That's not just bubbles in the liquid. That's the creation of a brand new substance. Carbon dioxide gas right before your very eyes. The original baking soda is gone for good. That is a chemical property in action.
Okay, for our final example, we're going to look at what is probably the most profound and mind-bending chemical property there is.
So get this, some elements are just naturally unstable. Their atoms literally fall apart over time in a process we call radioactive decay. And when this happens, they don't just make a new compound, they turn into a completely different element. This is the ultimate chemical change. It's a total transformation of its identity right down at the atomic level.
So we've looked at fire, rust, fizzing reactions, even atoms changing their identity. What's the big takeaway here? Why does this difference between what a thing is and what it does actually matter so much? It all boils down to this simple idea. Physical properties define a substance's identity, who it is right now. But chemical properties, they reveal its hidden potential. They tell us what it could become, what amazing transformations it's capable of, and understanding that potential is really the heart and soul of chemistry. And that leaves us with one final thought to take with you. The next time you look at the world, don't just see things for what they are. Try to see their potential.
From the wood in your chair to the battery in your phone, what incredible transformations are just waiting for the right moment to happen?